More Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB The Show 19. Today we are just going to be doing some early scouting. We're going to take a look at our scouts who off screen a couple episodes back. I just got some better ones. All along the way we're going to check out some of the blue chip prospects really fast. Right now there is this Guy Park guy. He is an 18-year-old catcher and he has pretty good projected stats and definitely deserving of a blue chip. He's 80 potential, 50 overall. Right now he'd be ready in a few seasons. Then there is Tommy Levesque, 19-year-old shortstop, has really good defensive numbers. Plate discipline, vision, all that stuff is above average. It's pretty good. There are a couple other blue chippers somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, there's Alejandro Almanzar, 18-year-old starting pitcher. Stamina, really good. Everything else is above average. So that's definitely someone I don't think we're gonna get. We'd have obviously like an end of round draft pick, considering we've been winning a lot and we won World Series last season, of course. So we're not gonna have too good of a draft pick, but we're gonna look through some others here in a second. Just check the rest of the blue chip prospects. Then we have a 20-year-old starting pitcher, Lewis Hinch from Cuba. Pretty good numbers. That fastball and two-seam fastball, 96 and 93 miles an hour respectively. It's good. Fire or flamethrower arm there. And then Harold Lindstrom, 20 years old. Also very good projected stats. We have our scouts here on the left side. We have Jamie Moeller, who is our Western scout. He's currently looking at pitchers from the West region. We have John Ozan from the East looking at infielders. Casey Thomas looking at catchers from the Central region. And Gus Kraft looking at outfielders from the International region. I think we're going to actually simulate a couple days, see if they find any more good young prospects. So we're going to simulate the rest of the Toronto series. We lost opening day last episode. If you guys don't remember, that video is going to be in the info cards above, so go check that out if you haven't already. So we won games 2 and 3. Let's see really quick. Julio Teheran got the win in 8 innings and 8 strikeouts, very nice. And then Wes Suzuki got the win out of the bullpen, 7-5. And we're going to simulate this last one, and we win that as well. Jacob deGrom with a big win in 6 innings, 4-2. So very nice rebound after the opening day loss. I don't think, they didn't find anyone else yet. We're going to give them another day or two. So let's simulate the first game against the New York Yankees. Iglesias versus Severino. Cabrera has 2 home runs already. Simulate to the end of the game. Tigers won 4-1. So we're going to stop simulating and check and see if they're ready yet with what they've been looking for to see more prospects, because there aren't that many on this list as there usually are until we scout some more. So let's advance a day. Alright. Now let's see. Okay, so our scouts have informed me that there are no new catchers to discover in the West region. Alright, so catchers, let's go check that out. There aren't that many or any more in the West. So the top is still Guy Park. We're going to simulate one more day. Game 2 against the Yankees. Can we win? Alright, so we're 5-1. So a very perfect game through 6 for Teheran. 9-0. I think he might have had a perfect game actually. Let's check out the box score. And he did have a perfect game actually. There we go. Nice. By Teheran. Had a no-hitter and a perfect game. Oh no, he didn't have a perfect game. He had 3 walks. So he had a no-hitter though. So his second start and a second win of the year is a no-hitter. So Teheran there with a very, very nice outing and an early accomplishment. That is a very good sign of things to come. Let's simulate this next game against Kansas City. We lose. That's alright though. So East region, infield, and in the East are all good. So we have currently scouting. We have Jesus Guzman, who is projected to be ready. Wait, is that this season or next season? I'm kind of forgetting. No, that's for next season that he would possibly be ready. Center fielder, 22 years old. Okay, look at those stats on the right side. Definitely a great fielder and has good speed and great stealing. So that could be someone we look at, hopefully, that we can get. Injury risk is high though, so that's a little terrifying. Then everyone else that they're looking at isn't all that good. Good velocity and break on Chad Shaver, not too bad. The rest of these guys not doing too much in terms of their projections. Let's finish the series against Kansas City. We take that second game. Judge needs a triple for the cycle. Simulate to the end of the game. Ooh, close. Lost there, 8-7. So we lost that series. We swept New York. We took 3 of 4 from Toronto, and we lost to Kansas City. So division foe. Kind of took us down there a bit. Scouting otherwise. Okay, so now they're looking at Tobias Magruder, first baseman, 19 years old. Could be ready in a couple seasons. Those are very, very nice numbers so far. The accuracy isn't 100% yet, but that's a good start and possibly someone we could look for in the future. Then Juan Santos. Solid numbers, ran the 60-yard dash in 6.62 seconds, not bad. A really good projection. Definitely someone that could be a target next season. Dennis Horn, actually, I was just looking through this before recording. Dennis Horn is someone that's been on the scout boards for a couple seasons now, or at least last season, because he looks familiar. He's 24 years old. He was apparently not drafted the last time that he was on here. So 24 years old, 80 potential. He'd still be ready in a couple more seasons, and he'd be 27, but considering that he's already 24, and if he wouldn't be ready for another 3 to 4 years, that would kind of mean he would be close to 30 already by the time he'd be major league ready. So that's a bit of a concern. But again, he's been there on this list before. Everyone else is good. I do want to see if we could eventually land Tobias Magruder, and he'd be ready next season, which would be very nice. We could pick that up. And then Juan Santos is definitely more of the offensive kind of outfielder, but would definitely be worth taking a look at. And as the season progresses, of course, like we always do, we'll do more of this, simulating and focusing on the draft picks before we get to draft day, which you can see right here, right side of the screen. Draft day is 50 days away, so we have plenty of time. So the first year player draft would probably be in the next episode, probably within the next 2 to 3 episodes. We're going to play some more games next episode on the one after that, so maybe somewhere after that we will simulate up until the draft. Let's actually see which day that's on. So we're almost halfway through the month of April. Then we have May. And the draft is somewhere around here, I think. It's usually the first or second week of June, if I'm not mistaken. But we are going to wrap up here. We'll take a final look at currently drafted, or currently scouting prospect. We're going to wrap it up here. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Detroit Tigers Franchise Mode, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and we'll see everybody next time.